Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today we'll talk about notice of intent to deny and RFEs that people are getting on some of their applications. We'll also talk about the chatter around 5 years validity of EAD card. Also, I'll remind you about the living will here everybody needs to remember to make. And finally, the announcement for giveaway winner, which is for Apple Watch. So watch this video until the end and let's get started. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration and lifestyle related videos for US and Canada. I am not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. And for your specific immigration needs, before you take any action, you should hire a competent immigration lawyer. Do check out the links in the description because those are affiliate links and you might find something useful. And while you are down there, do hit the like button because my giveaway will continue into the next one, although I am announcing one giveaway today. So do hit the like button and comment on what you think about the content of this video or any topic. Now let's talk about our first topic, which is notice of intent to deny. Now some people have reached out to me regarding their notice of intent to deny in some of their applications. One of them is H1B, other ones were in I-140 and 485E1. Now let's talk about each one of those categories. In H1B situation, the notice of intent to deny is typically issued if they find some issue with your case in terms of inadmissibility, in terms of gap in the employment, unauthorized stay in the United States without a valid status, or not following the H1B terms and conditions. It could be any of those, or it could be background check information as well. Regardless of what the situation is, you should find out the reason why you got the NOID, which is Notice of Intent to Deny. Now this notification serves as a notice to you that they are ready to deny your case. And there is a clear explanation most of the times in the letter that you issue. You should immediately contact a lawyer in this situation and try to find out the reason why they are intending to deny your case. There might be opportunities for you to reconsider, apply for motion to reconsider, or reapply that same application with the corrected information. If you don't pay attention to what was the reason for NOID, then your reapplication might have the same issue. So you need to check that properly and correct the documentation, either appeal to reconsider the case or apply a new petition again. In some cases, if you have acquired a new visa and your other prior visa application is pending, in that case, some have seen notice of intent to deny. Say for instance, you went on O1 or L1 or some other visa category and your H1B is also pending. They could cancel it or serve you the notice for notice of intent to deny. It's also typically common in 485 stage. If there is anything wrong in your 485 stage in terms of background check, in terms of inadmissibility, such as domestic violence, petty police cases or things like that, you could also get notice of intent to deny in 485 stage. You need to take that notice very seriously, contact a lawyer immediately and see what is the reason for that and if there is any corrective action that needs to be made. Now RFE on the other hand is a little different, where USCIS gives you an opportunity to correct your situation before issuing you a notice of intent to deny. So RFE is a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing, because USCIS has offered you the chance to correct your petition. Now whenever you get an RFE, there is usually a deadline to respond to it, which is 30 days, and you should absolutely respond to USCIS regarding that RFE within that 30 days. Because if you don't do so, the case will be deemed abandoned by USCIS, and you don't want to do that because it will be cancelled or denied. So if there is an RFE, do make sure that you respond to it immediately. There are oftentimes people reach out to me and say there was an RFE and they did not respond in time, eventually leading to the denial of the case. RFEs are for several different reasons. Some documentation is missing or they need more explanation either from yourself or from your employer. There could be various different reasons for an RFE. Important thing is to respond to it, whether with the evidence or without the evidence, but at least they know that you are working on it. So that is the important thing that I wanted to mention about the RFEs. In most of the situations, your lawyer should automatically take care of it without even notifying you, or in case they need to notify you, it's probably because they need something else from you from the documentation perspective. Now the second topic is there is a chatter around that USCIS or DHS has announced that they will start issuing 5 years validity for EAD card. Now this came out as a fact sheet. Now this came out from Department of Homeland Security in the form of fact sheet. The Biden-Harris administration takes new actions to increase border enforcement and accelerate processing for work authorizations while continuing to call on Congress to act. Now this is all directed towards the TPS status for Venezuela and some other countries. It does not mention employment based status or any provision for employment based EAD cards. But it goes on to say that they are combating smugglers, they are deploying a military personnel surge to support border effects, expediting family removals nationwide, adding DHS holdings and processing capacity, working with international partners to speed removals and returns, improving process for work authorization and directly communicating with work eligible individuals. Now this is where they talk about EAD, and here is what they say. Further, USCIS will increase the maximum validity period for initial and renewal EADs to 5 years for certain non-citizens, including those admitted as refugees, granted asylums, recipient of withholding of removal, applications for asylum, adjustment of status, or cancellation of removal. So these are the categories where they say they will apply or they will give you 5 years validity for your initial or renewal of EAD card. Now nowhere there is a mention of employment based section. It is the only thing that you can see is adjustment of status section over here. Now this kind of tells me that they are doing this for a purpose. They are doing this for TPS status workers only who are in the removal proceedings, who are in the adjustment of status, those sort of things, mostly geared towards undocumented immigrants and family based situation. They have not mentioned employment based category in this at all. But my guess is in some instances USCIS, although they intend to do something for the family based section or undocumented immigrants, that kind of also helps the employment based immigration. So in this case, I'm hoping that this also applies to the EADs that are given out in the employment based section in the green card petitions. Although they do not specify it, it might be an indirect benefit coming our way. We'll see what happens starting October 1st, because that's the date that they have said that this is going to start. Don't hold your breath on it, because USCIS is known to do special treatments for family based and undocumented immigrants, but not for employment based sections specifically. So we'll see what happens on this. Now please contact me on my Calendly if you really want to talk to me. I'll give you my perspective regarding your situation. That will be a non-legal advice, but having talked to thousands of people in the past, I have some perspective, and I could probably help you regarding your situation, what I would do if I were in your place. You can check out the link in the description for Calendly. If you are hesitant to talk to me, you can also contact me on Patreon, and that link is also in the description. So I know for sure that some of you are interested in stock trading, day trading, buying cryptocurrencies. I want to present you Webull. Webull is a trading platform. It allows you to buy stock, it allows you to buy options, do options trading, and also it allows you to buy cryptocurrency. Webull 9 was released with a brand new home and market page, asset page, and economic calendar. Also, Webull Cash Management was launched with 5.8% API with no fees attached and no minimum balance and unlimited withdrawals. This is amazing. New Webull USA users can still enjoy 5.8% APY and get up to 12 free stocks when making an initial deposit of each is valued between $3 and $3,000. Feel free to take advantage of this. Join through my link and you will get those free stocks. Now I also wanted to remind you of one thing that we in the United States, having come from the South Asian countries, do not realize how important it is. I want to particularly point out two things. One is the personal directive, which is a living will. This is in case you are hospitalized, you meet with an accident and you are not able to make decisions on your own health. Now there is something called healthcare proxy, where you give that authority to somebody else in your family, maybe your spouse, to make decisions on your behalf if you were to be hospitalized or admitted in the hospital for some critical surgery and all, and cannot make your own decision. So that is called healthcare proxy, and it can also be done through personal directive or called living will. So do check out that situation, because I have come across several situations or several examples here in the United States where one spouse has some medical condition or encounters some accident and they are not able to make their own decision. So it is very important to have this healthcare proxy done at the hospital even if they don't ask for it. And then the second thing I wanted to mention is writing the will. Now you must have seen that Netflix movie where they say that the custody of their children was taken away because of the poor living standards or things like that. This is a real issue in the Western countries. Its intention is good, but having cultural difference between what we see in the South Asian countries like India, how kids are raised, it could create some problems for you here in the Western countries. What I am trying to say is you need to identify the custodian of your children in case you are not around or in case something happens to you. Now by default, if both the parents die of some accident or something happens to them, the government takes custody of their children and puts them into the foster care or something like that. Now if you don't want that to happen, if you want to give that custody to somebody else, some other close relative that you may have or your parents, you need to have that in your will. So that is something important to note. There have been cases and you may know of such examples here in the United States. So I just thought I would remind everybody of that. I have found some more information on it and I'll cover it in a special video that I will make it in the future. If you have any other topic that is related to this and you want me to cover in my future videos, do put them in the comment section below. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is the giveaway announcement. Now a couple of weeks back I announced a giveaway for Apple Watch Series 9. I appreciate a lot of your comments. I appreciate your likes and your subscriptions to my channel. That's what keeps the channel going. Your comments give me ideas about the next video I'm going to make. Almost every video that I make comes from your comments, your meaningful comments. And that's why these giveaways help sometimes, because they generate some chatter, they generate some dialogue in the comment section below, and everybody benefits from it. So I really appreciate your support on the channel. And I also love talking to people through Calendly appointments. It's great to know personally the situation and being able to have a dialogue and being able to give my ideas so that they benefit your situation. So do contact me on Calendly. So now about the winner. The winner is at HIHARINI at Hi Harini. So if you are watching my video right now, make sure you send me an email with your contact information and do get in touch with me within the next 2 days. It is important for you to get in touch with me in the next 2 days, because if you don't, then I'll pass on the Apple Watch to the next one in line. Now the winner was selected by the randomizing routine and a number generated by the Google. It is a lot of work because YouTube makes it very hard to get a list of all the subscriptions, all the likes and comments. So I have to manually create a list and put it through a randomizer routine to pick the winner. So congratulations to the winner. I will wait for your response. So that's really I wanted to say in this video. Do hit the like and comment on this video as well, because there will be another giveaway coming in 2 months and all of you will be entered into it if you comment and like this video. Also subscribe to my video. And if you like the content of this video, hit the like button and I'll see you in the next one.